As Tottenham batter the Lion City Sailors 5-1 in the final game of the Asia Pacific Tour, the players return back to the training grounds for another pre-season friendly on Sunday against Shakhtar Donetsk, but the business is far from over. Tottenham are close to signing the Argentina under-20 striker VILEZ. Mickey van de Ven's transfer to Tottenham is edging even closer. What is the latest news on Edmund Tapsoba? Galatasaray have opened talks with Tottenham to sign Tanguy Ndombele. Tottenham are set to sign Blackburn Rovers centre-half Adam Phillips. Tottenham are interested in the Nottingham Forest and Wales international Brennan Johnson. And what is the latest news on Harry Kane? Yes guys, welcome back to another video on the channel, and today welcome back to another transfer video. Of course, it has been a couple of days since the last transfer video, but yeah, there has been quite a lot of transfer news recently in the past 24 hours. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright then, so the first player we are going to speak about in this video is VILEZ. Now, according to Fabrizio Romano, Tottenham have approached Rosario Central for VILEZ and talks are currently ongoing. There has been no agreement in place between all parties, but negotiations are ongoing at the moment. The decision to be made in the next few days. Now, of course, you know, I wasn't well, and actually saw something as well. But you know, I wasn't really expecting this news because hold on. But yeah, I've never heard of him before. So of course I just went on YouTube and looked at some clips, and of course, but I'm guessing most Spurs fans were probably reacting to like, who's this guy? And yeah, I did a bit of research about him. He's 19 years old. He plays for, like I said, he plays for Rosario Central in the Argentinian league. He represents the Argentina national team, and he scored, I think, 3 goals in the Under-20 World Cup. I'm looking at some of the clips I saw of him on YouTube. He actually looks a decent player. He's got strength. He can finish, you know, and he's when there is a mistake from the defence of the opposition, he's there straight away. So this could be a good signing. And also, 16 hours ago, Fabrizio Romano tweeted this: VILEZ to Tottenham, here we go. The talented 2003 striker will join Tottenham on a long-term deal. Verbally agreed in the morning despite interest from another top club. The package will be around 15 million plus add-ons to Rosario Central. A medical will take place in the next days. And so Fabrizio said, here we go. So that's what we are going to be signing VILEZ. We'll have to see if he'll get game time or not, because he's scoring loads of goals in Argentina for Rosario Central. But Rosario Central, you know, well, Fabrizio said that is a long-term permanent deal, but Rosario Central want him back on a 6-month loan deal. But originally it was no. And he was going to sign like permanently. And now it's yes. So Rosario Central might get VILEZ back on the 6-month loan deal, but I don't really know, to be honest. But I don't know what to make of it, to be fair. Well, looking at the clips on YouTube, like I said, he's a very good striker. He can get in the right places at the right time. He's there straight away, and when the defence of the opposition makes a mistake, he's very good. He's a good dribbler. His strength's good, and yeah, like I said, 3 goals in the Under-20 World Cup for Argentina. So we'll have to see. But yeah, alright then. So let's speak about Mickey van de Ven, and there has been some big developments in the last couple of days. I can't remember which I reported, well, which I saw. But yeah, I think, well, what I said. So 2 days ago, Fabrizio Romano said that Tottenham are close to reaching an agreement for Wolfsburg for Mickey van de Ven. The deal is advancing in the final stages, and personal terms have been agreed. The deal is going to be around 50 million euros, which is, I don't know, about 45 million? Oh, no, that's Assery. What is 50 million euros in pounds? 43 million pounds. So we're going to pay about that much for him. And then Gary Jacob said this: Tottenham were poised to do a deal with Wolfsburg for Mickey van de Ven at around 30 million. However, Wolfsburg have demanded a fee closer to 40 million. Mickey van de Ven was preferred over Edmund Tapsoba. And then yesterday, from Fabrizio Romano, Tottenham proposal sent to Wolfsburg on Wednesday for Mickey van de Ven was 40 million euros fixed fee plus 5 million euros in add-ons. Wolfsburg want different payment terms or easier add-ons. Otherwise, request will be 50 million euros package. And also Tottenham are keeping an eye on Edmund Tapsoba. And in the last few minutes, actually, there has actually been some big news. And in the last few minutes, there has been some big news. In the last half an hour, Fabrizio Romano, we've got another here we go. Mickey van de Ven to Tottenham, here we go. Verbal agreement in place for 50 million euros package, add-ons included. The Dutch centre-back will travel to London in the next 24 hours for a medical. A contract will be agreed until 2028. The deal is done with Jose Fortes Rodriguez from Raiola. Wolfsburg are set to prepare the documents soon. So, like when we were first interested, it was slowly, and then the deal just stopped all of a sudden. But in the past few days, Spurs have been on it, and the goalkeeper issue was sorted. Of course, we signed Vicario, we signed Maddison, we signed Solomon. We just needed to sign a defender or two, and it looks like we are going to get Mickey van de Ven. And again, he looks good. I've seen clips. Apparently Mickey van de Ven is the fastest player in the Bundesliga. Forget Alphonso Davies. Van de Ven is faster than Alphonso Davies. That's what I saw the other day. So, and to be fair, he looks a solid centre half. I think next year, going into next season, Romero and Van de Ven need to be the two main centre backs. Romero, he's good, he's good in the air. He's good with tackles and stuff. Van de Ven, he's quick. He's good at tackling. He's got pace as well. So potentially, Van de Ven could play left centre back. Maybe he could play left back as well. If he's very fast. Apparently, he can run to about 22 miles per hour, which is quite quick. But yeah, I'm happy. We needed a defender, and we're getting one. So good news. Speaking of defenders, what is going on with Edmund Tapsoba? Because, like I just said, Van de Ven is nearly done. And according to Dan Kilpatrick, Tottenham, of course, like I said, Tottenham are in advance talks to sign Mickey van de Ven, blah, blah, blah. That's here we go. And they are also contributing negotiations with Bayer Leverkusen for Edmund Tapsoba. Signing two senior centre-backs this summer has not been ruled out by Tottenham, although they are still to offload the likes of Davinson Sanchez and Joe Rodon, who are among the squad players who have been told they can find a new club. And Dan Kilpatrick has said Tottenham are planning to make a new offer of 45 million euros plus add-ons, but Bayer Leverkusen want more. So yeah, of course, this Tapsoba deal, it's what's the word? It's getting there, but it's getting there slowly. Bayer Leverkusen, well, we've offered them, how much we offered them again? We've offered them 45 million, and they want a lot more. So I don't know what Leverkusen are pricing Tapsoba at. Are they pricing him at 50 million euros, 60? I don't know, but I think that's probably a fair offer. But if they want more, maybe get it up to maybe, 46, 47, who knows. But yeah, Spurs fans, put in the comments, are we going to get Tapsoba? Who knows? Alright then, let's speak about a player who could be leaving this summer, and it could be Tanguy Ndombele, as Galatasaray are in talks with Spurs to sign Ndombele. According to the Daily Mail, just give me a second. According to the Daily Mail, Tanguy Ndombele has failed to live up to expectations since his 55 million arrival. The 26-year-old has spent the last 2 seasons away on loan at Lyon and Napoli. Galatasaray are still keen to sign Fred for Man United this summer, but Galatasaray do remain in talks with Tottenham for Tanguy Ndombele after failing to agree a deal for Fred. The 26-year-old has failed to live up to expectations in North London after joining in 2019. Ndombele, of course, spent the last 2 seasons on loan with Lyon and the Serie A champions Napoli, and Galatasaray, who are the Turkish champions, is a possible destination. But Ndombele has said that he wants to stay at Spurs. He wants to prove himself next season to Postecoglou, which is good, but we'll have to see. But I think Tottenham are saying if you want to leave, you can leave. But I don't think Ndombele wants to leave. He wants to prove himself, but you know, does he really want to go and play in Turkey? Galatasaray are a big club, to be fair. I think they've got Icardi. They've got Zaha now. Of course, they've got Zaha now. And you know, Galatasaray, they've signed some decent players. So and also they're trying to sign Sanchez as well. But we'll have to see. But yeah. Right then, so let's speak about Ashley Phillips. And I actually do apologise. I actually said Adam in the intro. His name is Ashley, so that's my bad. But yeah, according to Dan Kilpatrick, Tottenham will sign Ashley Phillips from Blackburn Rovers for £2 million. Now, I don't really know much about him. If there is any Blackburn fans watching this video, please drop in the comments. What is Ashley Phillips like? Is he a good player? But yeah, I'm just looking at some of the stats from last season. Ashley Phillips played 449 minutes for Blackburn last season. No minutes per goal, no chances created. He won 180 out of 83 accurate passes. He had 1 shot on target last season, 1 successful dribble, 3 tackles won, 18 clearances, 7 headed clearances, 5 interceptions, and 0 errors led to goal. Looking at the stats, his stats aren't that great, if we have to be honest. I've been looking at some of, looking at some of his games. You know, he played in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He only played in 11 games last season for Blackburn, so it'll probably be for like he is only 18 years old, so he'll probably go into the youth academy, and then he might work his way up. But I don't really see the point in this signing, let's be honest. Okay then, and we are now going to speak about Brennan Johnson, as according to Paul Taylor, Tottenham are expected to make an official approach for Brennan Johnson if Harry Kane leaves this summer. Tottenham do not regard him as a direct replacement for Kane, rather an additional attacking option. Brennan Johnson now. Now, of course, Forest, you know, their first season in the Prem last season. He's a very good player. He's one of Nottingham Forest's best players. Of course, he represents Wales at international level. He's a good player for Wales. And you know, for Forest, he's a good player. He is a midfielder, but I think he's more of an attacking midfielder. Of course, we've already got James Maddison as an attacking midfielder. So do we need 2 attacking midfielders? But let's be honest, he will probably stay with Nottingham Forest. But maybe if he's interested in the move, but maybe it could happen. But I think if I was Brennan Johnson, I'd probably want to stay at Forest. You know, he's getting the right minutes there. He's getting a lot of game time there. But yeah, if Kane does leave, then we'll have to see what happens. But I can't see this move happening. I think Brennan Johnson will stay at Nottingham Forest. But he's a good player. But you know, would he get minutes at Spurs? Potentially, but I think he'll stay at Forest in my opinion. And we're back talking about it again. Harry Kane. What is going on with Harry Kane? Now, of course, Bayern Munich officials have actually been in London this week. I think it was originally meant to be this time last week, but they had to cancel it. So, can't remember what day it was, but Bayern Munich officials have been in Spurs, in London, I should say, speaking with Harry Kane and yeah. But according to Christian Falk, Bayern Munich are willing to reach the 100 million mark for Harry Kane, if need be. But Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy does want 100 million plus add-ons. And also, this is reported 4 hours ago by Jason Burt. Bayern Munich have set a deadline of midnight tonight for Harry Kane, for Tottenham to agree to sell Harry Kane. So that is yeah. And then Fabrizio Romano has said Harry Kane deadline day. Sources close to the negotiation expect the final decision today for Harry Kane. The decision described as in or out with Bayern Munich. All parties are waiting for Daniel Levy to communicate his decision today. So it looks like the decision is going to be tonight. It looks like the decision is going to be made by Levy. But you know, if Bayern are willing to pay 100 million, then I'm not sure, to be honest. But we'll have to see. But you know, I'm not sure. In my opinion, I don't think there is long left with Kane at Tottenham. For me, I can't see him going to Bayern this summer. January, maybe Bayern might try again, but I think next summer, I think Kane will be gone. I can't see Kane leaving this summer. If Bayern have set a deadline of midnight tonight, Friday the 4th of August, 2023, if they've set a deadline of midnight tonight, you know, and I don't know though, because if Bayern are willing to pay 100 million, I don't really know, to be fair, but I don't think Kane will leave this summer. I think next summer potentially, but if Bayern have said midnight tonight, if Levy says no, then Bayern will have to wait. But I don't know, to be fair, but I don't think he'll leave, in my opinion. But I don't think there is long left with Kane at Spurs. I think this season probably will be the final chapter of Harry Kane with Tottenham Hotspur Football Club. But yeah. Anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. Smash the like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.